And just to be clear, we do give breaks most of the time to law enforcement. But 134, man. You got a child in that back seat. Okay?
Police officers tend to love to go on their power trips. But what happens when the officers think they can do whatever they want and see themselves as above the law? Here are 5 dirty cops who abuse their power a bit too much. Starting with this unusual encounter, where we witness a remarkable interaction between an off-duty police officer and an innocent driver who hadn't committed any wrongdoing, but was inexplicably pulled over. Turns out, it was yet another power trip. Take a look.
For what?
Because I told you to.
You haven't have a reason, sir. You didn't pull me over. But you didn't pull me over.
Get the license out, or I'll hit for a backup, and I'll take you out of the car. Get your driver's license.
Call your supervisor, sir.
Get your driver's license out right now.
Call your supervisor.
Please call your supervisor. Because you're not pulling me over, neither.
You get your driver's license out right now. Show me ID.
Call your supervisor.
What do you need my ID for, sir?
Well, because you want to run your mouth to me.
No, because you was looking at my license plate. For what?
Exactly.
For what?
You don't have the right to run this.
I got my rights to do anything I want to do. I'm a police officer.
You can't run
that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything.
I'll pull you over and I'll tow your car.
You can't tow my car.
You're
not pulling me over. You're not pulling me over.
Get your
What is your badge number, sir?
Right there it is.
What's your name?
Can you read it to me?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Read your badge number and your name.
Get your driver's license.
Read your badge. I'm asking you. You can't lock me up. You can't lock me up.
Control top 3315.
We're asking you to call a supervisor, sir.
Yeah. I'm telling you, we're not getting a supervisor.
We're not getting a supervisor? You see, he said,
driver's license out.
so he's not getting a supervisor. We requested a supervisor.
I don't mind showing you my driver's license, but what is your reason that you're asking?
Because.
Why?
Because you're acting suspicious.
About what? We was in there shopping.
I said, show me your driver's license.
What is the suspicion, sir?
Get your driver's license out.
You can't
Just
state
show
the
me your
suspicion.
driver's license. That's all I
Sir,
want to see.
you're not explaining to me. You didn't pull
I'm
me over.
explaining to
You
you.
jumped out your car and asked me did I want to.
Investigation.
As you can see, the situation is starting to get ridiculous. And honestly, it's funny how the officer is claiming random things. Let's see what happens next.
What are you investigating? You can
Get
see
your
me in there
driver's
shopping.
license.
I paid. I paid for everything that I bought.
Get your driver's license out.
Sir,
Show me your driver's license. If you don't got no warrants or nothing, you're gone. I don't have no problem.
what is the reason that you're stopping me?
I'm not going to argue with you no more.
I'm not arguing. I'm trying to understand
Show 'em your
something.
The other
We
car
got
gets
video.
you, I'm going to take both of you out, and I'm going to tow your car.
Can you give me your name?
Your failure to identify.
I'm not. You have no
Show me
reason.
your driver-
You have no reason to pull me
Show
over.
me your driver's
You
license.
didn't even pull. You're not even behind me. You jumped out the car and told me
Exactly.
to stop.
You were stopped right here.
We weren't in traffic, sir. We were
Give me
pulling out of
your
a parking
driver's
spot.
license, Or I'm going to tow your car.
You're not
You
going to
can't
tow
tow
anything.
the car, sir.
You're not going to tow a car.
Call 911
I am.
on my phone.
He's Lawrence.
Driver's license.
He's Lawrence too. I know a couple of them.
So, let's recap everything wrong the officer did. He didn't want to call the supervisor, had a random reason for the stop, was harassing a man while being off duty and demanding ID. Oh, and he didn't want to identify himself as well. Clearly, this officer doesn't know the law one bit.
I'm not refusing anything. I just want to
First
know.
of all,
Your driver's license.
you had to suspect him of a crime to ask for his identity. You didn't do that.
You don't know the
Yeah,
law.
yeah, I do know the law.
No, you don't know the law.
Once you
Get
look
your
me,
driver's license out and make this easy. Just show me your driver's license and you can go.
what's your name, officer? That's all I want. Because we're
Show
following.
me your driver's license and you can go.
We asked for a supervisor. You did not understand.
I'm not going to get a supervisor.
I'm asking for your name.
Off-duty employment.
You're off duty?
Exactly. Off-duty employment.
If you're off duty, then why are you stopping people?
And I'm stopping you because you're suspicious.
Why are
About
we
what?
suspicious?
So what'd you come back around for?
Because I want to
No,
know
no, you jumped out of the car on us because we
Exactly.
looked at you.
Because I don't know what you guys are doing. Now show me your
You don't know
driver's
what we're
license.
doing. You just seen
Show
us
me your
shopping.
driver's license.
You don't.
Regardless of the story of that man making complete sense, the officer keeps sounding like a broken record, repeating himself again and again, continuing the harassment.
You don't. Look. You see all these bags in the back of the car? We just came out of the store seeing you, so you know
Show me
what
your
we're doing.
driver's license. Just show them to me. And if your driver's license check out, I'm gonna let it go.
Oh, it's not gonna be let go.
I don't care what.
Sir, what is
don't
your name?
threaten me. Are you threatening
It's not
me?
gonna be let go.
Are you gonna threaten me? Are you crazy?
Why you got your
you
hand
gonna
in
threaten
here?
a police officer?
Why you got your hand on the window? I'm not scared of you. I'm not worried about you.
I'm not worried about you either.
We ain't broke no
Get your
laws.
driver's license out right now.
We have not
I'm
broke
about
no
to,
laws.
sir. Can you give me your name?
Get your driver's
Name?
license out.
Can you identify
Get your
yourself?
driver's license
Can you
out.
identify yourself?
Get your driver's license
Can you
out.
identify yourself, sir?
You see who I am? You see my badge?
What's your
But
name?
what is your name?
Get your driver's
What is your
license.
name, sir?
Control Tom 3315.
What is your name, sir? That's all we is your name.
Ma'am, can you send officer to back me up at Nordstrom Rack on 82nd Street?
So now, the officer is calling for backup. Not because he needed it, but because everything he was doing was unlawful, since he was off duty, which both the men in the car mentioned multiple times. But yet again, the arguing continues.
Refusal to identify your
Negative.
refusing to identify himself.
Get your driver's license out.
A civil servant,
Off duty.
off duty, pulling people over at Nordstrom parking
Ain't
lot.
nobody pulled you over. You stopped.
Well, if you ain't
No,
pull us over,
you
you don't need to
stopped
see no
me.
license.
You jumped out and stopped
No,
me.
I said, show me your driver's
You
license.
jumped out and
I
stopped me.
said, show me your ID.
You jumped out and stopped
I'm
me,
not
sir.
gonna argue with you.
It's
Sir,
not an argument.
Okay, we
Wait,
just had.
just wait.
It's just
Okay.
one question. What was the reason for you jumping out on us?
Suspicious behavior.
What, like what?
Exactly.
What was the suspicious behavior?
Exactly.
Buying a bunch of shoes
But
at
you guys are
Nordstrom?
coming back around to look at me.
No,
or
you jumped
do
out the
whatever
car.
You're gonna do. I
You
don't
jumped
know
out
if
the
you got
car
guns or
first.
what.
You jumped out the car first. That's why we
Get
came
your
back.
driver's license out. It's the last time I'm going to tell you.
Because you ain't got to do nothing. He can't even pull you over out there. He can't pull you over.
Get your driver's license
Let's go,
out.
cuz.
We're gonna wait for backup, sir.
Yeah, we wait.
An authority over you, or
You
however.
don't have no authority over
Not
me.
me. Not
We're
me.
asking. We want
You
the.
don't
Your
have an
supervisor.
authority over me.
Your
Who's your
supervisor?
supervisor?
I don't have a supervisor out.
Oh, you're a self-contracted civil servant. Is that what you're saying?
I don't answer questions to you. We'll wait.
You don't even answer what your name is, officer?
No.
You can't even tell us that?
No.
Are you really an officer of the law?
Yep.
We don't have any proof that you are.
Well, that's
Because
too
you have a
bad.
shirt that
Get
says
your
law.
driver's license out.
What is your proof that you're even legal to
Shut
stop
up.
us? What is
Why
your
don't
proof?
you shut up?
What
I'm
is
not
your
talking
proof?
to you.
What is your proof? I'm being calm. You don't have to yell and spit in the car.
Yeah, I do.
Now you're spitting bodily fluids on us.
Yeah. There you go.
You know-
Better get your driver's license out.
After a long wait, the backup finally arrives and after a brief discussion explains the officer that he better gets out of these, since what he just did is anything but right. He then tells the two men they can leave. Then, once again, he fails to provide his name and badge number and just walks away ashamed.
Yes, sir. Got some sense.
So we didn't get your name.
We never got your name.
Hey, officer.
Now, if you thought this officer was acting unlawful, wait till you see this next one. An officer noticed a vehicle circling around a certain area and stopped it, thinking the driver was lost, even though doing that isn't even close to being illegal. Then, the officer makes up a random reason for the stop, and the situation becomes embarrassing.
Hello, sir. Are you
Hey,
lost?
how's it going? Huh?
Are you lost?
What do you mean I'm alive?
Yeah, I noticed you're circling around the neighborhood, so I'm not sure.
Oh
if
yeah,
you're
is it
lost.
illegal to...
I'm sorry?
Is it illegal to do that or what?
No, sir, it's not. Also, your license plate lamp is out.
Oh.
Can I borrow your
Is
driver's
it?
license, sir?
Is it out really?
Yes, sir. You want to step outside so you can see that?
Yeah.
You can record that as well.
Okay.
The man actually stepped out of his vehicle and inspected whether his car's tag lights were functioning properly or not. However, as the man walked back and confirmed that the lights were indeed working fine, it became evident that the officer had fabricated a falsehood. It's intriguing to observe how quickly she hurries back to her police car and drives away, clearly embarrassed by her dishonesty.
I think so. Oh. Oh, bummer.
I'm sorry?
Bummer, right?
No, what?
They're not on or what? They're not on?
Oh, it's now on. I don't know if you're driving with your lights on.
I I just turned the lights off.
Now, this cop did get embarrassed, but wasn't punished, unlike the officer in this next encounter. This man was recording a traffic stop when the officer noticed him. Even though all that was perfectly legal, the officer still found it offensive and decided to harass the man. Take a look.
What's up, bud? You got an ID with you?
Sorry, no.
You have no ID with you.
No, I'm not in my truck. Plus, it's not a stop and ID state. I'm not committing.
No, it is. Do you realize you are in Missouri? It is now illegal to record the police officer. I can seize your phone right now as evidence. That's fine. Let me see your phone. Go ahead and end it.
Nope.
End it right now. Right,
Sir,
we'll place you
just
under arrest.
committed a couple of felonies. It's
Listen, do you understand what I just said to you? Stop it right now. Stop it right now. Do you understand? Listen to me. Listen to me.
Of course, we've been expecting the officer to tell the man to stop recording, but that's not the only unlawful thing he did. He also demanded the man's ID, screamed at the man, and threatened to take his phone. Meanwhile, the man kept calm and tried to tell the officer about the wrong things he was doing. But he didn't want to listen.
Stop.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Stop. Right now. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir. I understand. It's a live stream. There's no evidence on the phone. You just turned it off, so there's nothing recording now.
It is illegal in the state of Missouri to film
The
us.
Supreme Court's already ruled
No.
against that, sir.
Bull. I'm going to seize your phone
Sir.
as evidence.
Suggest you don't do that.
Oh, I don't care what you suggest.
You don't need
Being recorded right here.
Okay.
Let me see your ID.
You've lost your qualified immunity.
Let me see your ID. Do you understand what I just asked you? Let me see your ID. You're interfering with my traffic stop. Let me see your ID.
I'm on the other side of the street.
It doesn't
sir.
matter. You're taking my attention away from my traffic stop because now I have to watch over here to see what you're doing to make sure you're not going to harm me. Therefore, you're interfering with my stop because I am now taking my attention away from my traffic stop. Do you understand what I just said? Give me your ID.
But I'm telling you,
Give me, listen, I don't want your explanation. I don't want your explanation.
Once the police had alleged that the man's recording from across the street was interfering with their traffic stop, a situation escalated. Despite the man's distance, he was eventually compelled to provide his identification to the officer. The officer's confrontational attitude continued throughout the entire interaction, underscoring his belief that he was exempt from adhering to the law. But really, it was just another power trip. However, the most astonishing part of the story is yet to come.
You understand that?
Oh, I understand.
Okay then, great. Now do we understand each other? Stand right here in front of my patrol car. Stand in front of my patrol car. And I'm just telling it, you're not out here asking me questions. You understand that? Yeah, no, I didn't. Okay. I don't care what your opinion is. All right? Do you know what a felony is in the state of Missouri from being from Texas? I don't think so, okay? What did you say? No, there is no... Right.
After running through the man's ID and scrolling through his phone, he let the man go. But the man didn't back down so easily and filed a lawsuit against the officer, out which he eventually earned $75. Let's hope the officer at least found a picture he liked on the man's phone for that money. But at least this officer didn't interrupt a man while eating Taco Bell, since we've got that too. Take a look. This man was having a meal in his parked car, and some officers decided that he wasn't allowed to do that, since his actions were too suspicious. Luckily, though, the man managed to record the encounter. Take a look how it goes.
So once again, the reason I'm getting out with you is you're parked here to close business after hours. Okay? I understand, I see that you're eating. But the reason I'm out here with you for this is because we've had recent burglaries to the business, and we need to make sure that everything is properly done here at these businesses. The businesses are private property, especially after the businesses are closed. Does that make sense?
Can I put my window up and continue with my meal?
I'm going to say no. That way I can stay in contact with you until my supervisor gets here, because apparently you don't want to answer any of the questions.
Can I give you like 2 inches?
That's fine.
So just like that, the man rolled his window up, getting more privacy to continue enjoying his meal. The officer stated that some burglaries were the reason for the encounter. However, he didn't tell him why a man sitting in a vehicle, eating Taco Bell, would be suspicious in any way, shape, or form. For a few moments there, the officer just awkwardly watches the man eating. It later becomes evident that he was waiting for his supervisor. Meanwhile, another officer comes to the scene and starts asking some truly embarrassing questions.
Oh, you can see it. This is going to be better for the video. You can see Taco Bell.
Is there a reason that you picked this sport though? Are you from here?
It's right next to Taco Bell.
Are you from here?
It's right next to Taco Bell.
Are you from here? Like you couldn't go
I'll give you
home?
that one. I answered that one.
No, you didn't. Are you, like you couldn't go home?
I'm not going to answer any of your questions.
Okay.
Now, when the female officer was done with the dumb questions, the supervisor showed up and accused the man of loitering and prowling. Contrary to his claims, it's actually late at night when people tend to enjoy food from drive-thrus, as these are often the only things open. The officers clearly just wanted to harass someone a little.
Your name and badge number?
It's Sergeant Baldwin. This is a closed business. It's considered loitering and prowling. You can't be part of that closed business if you're eating your food or whatnot. Simple thing is when they ask for identification, you're supposed to provide it.
Am I free to go?
No, you got identification on it.
I'm literally not going to answer any of your questions, so am I free to go?
When the man reiterated his decision not to answer any questions, Sergeant Baldwin stepped aside and called upon the first officer to continue. And what he does is ridiculous. Let's see the actions of the first officer in this situation.
All right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used as evidence against you. You have the right to talk to an attorney and have him or her with you now or anytime during questioning. You cannot afford an attorney. One will be appointed to represent you. If anytime you wish to stop talking or have an attorney present, all questioning will be stopped at your request. Do you understand these rights? Sir, do you understand these rights? I'm going to ask you one more time. Do you understand these rights?
I'm not going to answer any questions, man.
Step out of the car.
The man stops recording here, probably because the officers told him so. But anyways, he gets arrested and taken into custody, with his food going bad and his car left in the parking lot. But if you thought these officers were outrageous, wait till you see the next encounter. In this situation, a vehicle was going 134 kilometers per hour, way above the legal speed limit. However, when an officer stopped him and realized he's an off-duty police officer, he was treated a bit differently than the rest. Take a look.
Good morning. I'm Trooper Nickerson. I stopped you for reckless driving. 134 miles per hour is reckless.
Really, sir? What's going on? Was I going that fast? You know what, sir? I apologize. I'm an off-duty deputy sheriff from LA County, and I'm just in a hurry to go get to Vegas because it's an emergency.
It's, you know, off-duty is not going to help you at 134 miles per hour. This one's going to sting. I need your driver's license. This car's not registered yet?
Yeah, it is, sir.
Where's the license plate?
You know what, sir? I haven't, I received it, but I couldn't find it. I couldn't find, so I'm going to call it in.
Dude, you're off-duty. Come on.
I know.
You got to get the plates on the car. All right, so I need your license, and let me have your temporary tag at least.
Sir, I apologize, but...
I'm not looking for an apology.
This is going to ruin my career, sir.
Well, come on, man. You made that decision, not me. I'll be right back.
It's important to highlight that surpassing the speed limit of 134 kilometers per hour on any public road is against the law and carries significant consequences. The driver even acknowledged that this incident could have a negative impact on his career, a valid concern. Now, take a look at what the officer does.
Okay, here's the break that I'm going to give you. I'm not going to add the reckless enhancements so you don't lose your license. Okay, so this is just for the speed and the license plate. It's out of the Good Springs Justice Court. Telephone number and address is here. This date, April 10th, is a court date. Court's not mandatory. You can take care of it online or through the mail. And there's instructions on the back. And just to be clear, we do give breaks most of the time to law enforcement. But 134, man. You got a child in that back seat. Okay?
You know what, sir? I apologize, sir, and thanks for giving me a break.
Okay. Please drive safe.
All right, thank you.
The video clearly depicts the authorities making a lenient choice for the driver. In reality, describing it as a break would downplay the situation. Normally, if someone is caught driving recklessly at such high speeds with a child in the back seat, they would face serious consequences, including legal charges, imprisonment, and a permanent driving ban. To compound the issue, the police officer openly confessed to his own misconduct by acknowledging his tendency to show leniency to fellow law enforcement officers. Mind you, the only reason he was going 134 was because he was in a rush to get somewhere, which happens to all of us from time to time.